Hi, it's Sandy Parker, and welcome to Crafting for Almost Everyone. I thought I'd share a little haul with you, some things I've bought before Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday is actually the day I like to shop because I don't like to go into the crowds. So before I do that, I'm going to show you a card I got, and I hope you'll stay tuned. So the first thing I wanted to show you was this lovely card I got from my friend Shelly. I keep forgetting to show this card. It's so cute. The cats, the 3D cup, and the paw prints that are embossed. I don't know if you can see the embossed paw prints on here. And then on the back, she has this cute little chihuahua. I think that's a chihuahua. Anyway, I love that, Shelly. Thank you so much. I'll cherish that. And then let's talk about the things I bought. Now, keep in mind, I've been buying things and accumulating them and then putting some away and forgetting about them, so I apologize that some of it is kind of a mishmash. But the first thing I wanted to show you was this embossing folder from Stampin' Up. It's called Jeepers Creepers. I can't find my glasses. Hold on, let me grab some glasses. I couldn't read anything on these because I can't see it. Jeez. Okay, it's called Woodland Textured Impression Embossing Folder is what the name of it is. It's obviously it's birch trees, and I have birch tree dies, I have birch tree stamps, I have a lot of birch trees, but I saw a really cool process done with this particular embossing folder, and I said to myself, I've got to have that. So I bought it, and I'm so excited to try that out. It's of course a Christmassy type thing, so I'll be playing with that soon. And then I went on Unity stamps, and okay, this is where I put some away, and I don't know what I did with them, but I bought several of theirs, and this is little flowers, and it says, you fill my heart with joy. I really like the sentiment, and I love these little daisies because they're they look kind of like they've been doodled, and I really like that look. So I got that, and I bought, I know, at least 4 other stamps. Do I know which ones or where I put them? No, I don't. But on the flip side of that, I found this. It's not just a peacock. It's also a really cool, I'm going to open this. It's not just the stamps, and you know, even if it was just the stamps, I would have bought it because you know how much I love their great big red rubber stamps. Look how cool that is. I think this is the most fun stencil you could ever have when you're talking peacocks. Is that the coolest? So anyway, they come together, and the name of the set is, I'm sure it's peacock, but I'm going to make it up. No, it's not. It's called a poised peacock. Look, I've got some ink on me, or some spray paint actually, because I spray painted pumpkins today. Anyway, it's called the Cling Poised Peacock, and this is a very large peacock. I definitely want to try this 3-dimensional where you open the card and out pops this great big point. I was going to say poinsettia. I lost in my mind. It's a peacock, obviously, not a poinsettia. But anyway, I definitely want to try that. So that's on my after Christmas list because it's not a Christmassy gig. And I bought that on eBay, if I didn't say that already. The next thing I bought, and this one I got through Overstockcom, and I didn't know Overstockcom sold all kinds of crafty things, but they do. I love this. I've never seen it before. Can you see it? I don't know if you can. Hold on. It's called a Cling Bird tree, and hopefully the glare is off of it now. But look how cute that is. Won't that be the greatest Christmas card? And again, red rubber, and it's a biggie. Let me get my ruler so you know exactly how big it is. If you want to know, I would also be happy to tell you how big the peacock is too. This little bugger is about 5 inches tall and 3.5 inches wide at the widest point. And this is called a Cling Bird tree, CRR301. And again, I bought that on Overstock.com. I'm sure you can find it other places, but I'd never seen it before, in case you hadn't, excuse me. And then my peacock, let's go back to that so I can give you some sizes. The peacock is CRS5099, and its tail is 4 inches wide by about 3 inches, no, about 3¼ inches tall, and then his body is 3 inches tall. And then these individual pieces, about 3 inches. And that one's about 3 1/4. So a lot of different pieces to make a really full peacock. I'm really excited about this. I'm a big fan of peacocks. I'll tell you a really cool story. The day my mother passed away was in the middle of winter. We were having a horrible snowstorm. And Rich and I always feed the deer and the turkeys that are in our backyard. And we had a big flock of turkeys back there, and our yard isn't huge. I know it sounds like it because I feed all these animals, but it's not that big. Anyway, our flock of turkey were back there eating, and in the flock was a peacock. I'd never seen anything like that before. So I did a little research, and peacocks do sometimes hang out with turkeys if they get lost from their herd or whatever you call it, flock. I'm not sure. Anyway, then there's a website that I get, they send me an email every day. Do you think right now I can think of it? It's called Peachy Cheap. I'm almost sure that's the name of it. If it's not, I'll write it below. Actually, I'll write it right here somewhere what the name of it is. If you sign up for their emails, you get an email every day. They only sell 1 or 2 items a day. And the day that I fell in love was when they had these great big, these are all stencils. I'm just going to show you one and then move it. This one is, of course, a reindeer with Merry Christmas and some of the little bulbs. And it's number 8. I did not find a name on them, and I'll try and go back through and see who made these, because you'd think that they would say, but they didn't. This one has just Christmas balls, and it's number 11, and Merry Christmas. This one, I loved this one. It's great big, and it says joy. Isn't it pretty? And again, Merry Christmas. Then there's a Christmas tree. Did I tell you that number? That was number 10. This is number 12. It's backwards. And it is another tree, but it's in a pot. Merry Christmas, number 12. And it also has some of these stars, like the star that you would see over the manger. And I thought that would be cool if you wanted to do something where you just put that star in the night sky. Then there's the one that's number 9 that has some snowflakes that they made as ornaments. I thought that was really beautiful. So those all came from Peachy Cheap. I think it was $7.99 for all of them and no shipping. I look at the note they send me every day, but I don't buy much from them. It's just a random thing when I see something that catches my eye. So let me grab the next things I want to go over, and I'll be right back. Then they were having a sale at Technique Tuesday, and their sale was a progressive sale. It was 40% one week, then 50% the next week, then 60% this week. So I love their floral stamps. I mean, I love them. They're not red rubber, and you know that's usually my selling point, but in this case, I went for the ones that Technique Tuesday doesn't make red rubber, but I will put the link down below so that you find that you can use the 60% off code. I don't get any free merchandise from them. I just found this deal. I love their stamps, and I wanted to share it with you. This one is the Barberry set, and the code is G like in great, S like in Sandy, Bar, B-A-R, and it's Barberry, B-A-R-B-E-R-R-Y. And I love that stamp, and I'm going to be making some Christmas stamps because I think it's really, really pretty. And it is about, let's see, 3.5 inches high. And then this is another one I absolutely love. This one is a Bleeding Heart stamp. So that's the Barberry set. It says, "My heart goes out to you, thanks from the bottom of my heart." I just really thought it was beautiful, and I know how pretty those are in the spring with reds and pinks. Just think it's a beautiful, beautiful stamp set. Then I bought this one that is called Growing Wild, and it's all silhouettes, so you can make like a pond in the background with cattails and these different leaves and grasses. I just thought it was kind of pretty. A little dragonfly and a couple butterflies, and these are about 2.5 inches tall for the tallest one. and the largest flower is 2 3/4, and that one's 2 3/4, and that one's almost 3 inches for the grass. So that's that set. And by the way, in case you were wondering, these sets normally sell for like $9.99, so I paid $4 for them. Come on, that's a bargain. Then I bought this one I absolutely love. I think this is a camellia. Yeah, it is. My mom had camellias in her bridal bouquet, and it makes me think of her and my dad, who've both passed, and I just love them. I think they're really beautiful. And it is 3 inches across and about 2.5 inches tall. Happy birthday and friend, thanks on that one. Here's a really Christmassy kind of flower. This is called, and I gotta say it right, Amaryllis. I was afraid I'd say it wrong because you know me. It says celebrate the memories, celebrate life, celebrate your special day, celebrate the season. And an amaryllis it can be white or red, pinks I think, but usually whites or red. I see it at the holidays. It's about 3.5 inches tall and 2 1/4 inches from leaf to leaf. Celebrate life, the memories, your special day of the season. Did I already say that? I think I did. And again, that was a $4 stamp. Now this one was more because I got the die that goes with it. The die says hello, and there's a little arrow. I'm not sure if the arrow is just, I don't know what. It doesn't make sense kind of with this flower, but this is a crocus. It's a spring flower. I absolutely think they're the most beautiful things when I see them in the spring because it tells me winter is almost over, and I'm so happy with that. 3 inches tall and 2 1/8 inches across. Love always, hello darling, adore you with all my heart. And then again, there's the die that says hello. I think this set was like $23 before the 60% off, so it was like $8.90 maybe its total cost, which is still a very good deal. This one is called Today Flower, and I really like how it wraps this way. I thought that would be really pretty on a frame. I keep thinking I already have this flower, but I couldn't find it. As I said, I do like Technique Tuesday's flowers. It's about 4 inches from end to end, and it's about 2.5 inches across. Today is all about you. I'm thinking of you. Love it. And then I think that's all from them. Then I went to Tupelo Designs, and Tupelo Designs had this stamp set from Pink Fresh, and it's called Springfield. It's all one word. It's all one word. It's all one word. It's called Springfield right there, if you can see that. And the sentiments are get well soon, happy thoughts, you are so talented, it's been a while. And I really like that it was just a filled in background of flowers and leaves and petals. I just thought it was really pretty. And then of course there's some little butterflies there. And this is item P like in Paul, F like in Frank, C like in Charlie, S like in Sandy. 3418 is the number on it. And there you can see it colored in. It's kind of a cool way to do it. They use kind of a ombre effect. Nifty. That was from Tupelo Designs. And let me think if there's anything else I got. I have been getting in more of the stamp sets or the stamp kits that I've ordered, so we will be doing that video. And I now have the ones I bought. I bought Hero Art, Simon Says Stamp, Sprinkle and Sparkle, and gee, what's the fourth one I bought? Oh, and Stamps of Life. Those are the 4 I bought. Then Spellbinders, that's now with Fun Stamper's Journey, gave me a kit, as well as the one from Scrapping for Less. So those 2 were the ones that were sent to me. I have another set. It's a paper pumpkin coming from Stampin' Up. I really wanted to make sure that we really covered the whole spectrum of those card kits, and we went into the details of what you get. Is there a value to it? What are the rules? Things like that, because I want to make sure that if you're interested in getting involved in one of those stamping kits, that you know what's going on with it. So that was my haul for the day. Believe me, I will have more after Cyber Monday. And by then, I'll probably have a big mound because you know I love it. Oh, one other thing I did buy from Tupelo Designs and from Overstockcom is I added to my distress oxides. They give you this on the Tim Holtz website. They give you this blank and you can stamp it and fill it in as you buy the stamp sets, or the inks. Here's the thing that I've noticed. When I did this, I noticed that some of the colors are very similar to each other, and I think that I really want to make sure before I buy more that I'm not overlapping colors. For instance, the broken china and the peacock feathers, in the grand scheme of things, are kind of close together. The worn lipstick and the picked raspberry are also pretty close together. The spice marmalade and the carved pumpkin are pretty close together. So I really want to make sure, but I don't want to fill in this whole sheet just to fill it in. The tea dye and the antique linen, they're different, but they're not hugely different. So I'm not going to buy all of them like I did when the other distress inks came out. I'm going to be more introspective. I'm going to think through it, make sure that I really need a color before I buy it. So I created that so that I would be able to go over it as I bought some. So the ones I just bought were tea dye, antique linen, shaded lilac, stormy sky. I don't know why I don't have that. I stamped it. I don't know. And carved pumpkin, aged mahogany were the ones I just recently, oh, and squeezed lemonade. Those were also things I bought in my haul. Let me show you one of the things that's important on how I do that, just in case you didn't know this was available. If you go to their website, and that would be the Tim Holtz website, where you can find this printout. You can also find a printout. This is a one-page printout. Now mine's all cut up because as you find a color, this is a label. It was a full sheet label. And what I do is I cut out the ink color as I get it, and then I put it on the front of the ink pad. Now, I didn't think that these colors would be really accurate, but this is the stamp from, I stamped it with one of my perfect layering circles from Peg Stamps. I stamped it on these circles that you can get from the Dollar Tree. You get a whole bunch of these circle stickers. And so I did is I stamped it on there, then I cut them in half. I cut them in half and I put one in the front and one on the back. That's in case I put a label on the back, because some of these I did already have labels on, so I used the labels that they gave me, and then I have my labels on the back. So I wanted to be able to look and see the color on either side, but that really surprised me that the colors are as close as they are to what this printout shows you. I just thought I'd tell you that. So maybe you don't need to do the circle stamp like I did and cut it in half. Maybe you just go with the tea dye and the antique linen. One thing I will tell you though is if your colors on in your printer are not full, if I'm like, let's say you're running low on one of your colors, these colors will not print properly. You'll get odd colors, so you need to make sure that all of your inks are full enough that it blends them enough to come up with the right colors. So that's my scoop with everything I bought. So I do hope that you enjoyed this, that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and please tell your friends about me on social media because you know I love that. And thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.